They told me it was accidental. So strange the way my father died. And then there was the day I met her. It was the first day of our love. The sun aflame, the sky ablaze, the air white hot on my skin. Just her, only her, always her.
I've been wanting to spend more time with you, Pop. Just to tell you how much I love you. How much you'll always mean to me. But I was too busy and I didn't have the time. And now it's too late. Sorry. I thought you gave those up.
I did. What's wrong, Scott?
Mom, it just doesn't make sense to me. He was a world-class swimmer. He made that swim to the island 1,000 times. Something isn't right.
We have a lot to cover. As you may all know, Patrick's estate was extensive and diversified. I thought I just might mention at the outset that everything is in order. There are no surprises to be had. As is customary, the bulk of the estate will go to Patrick's wife, Maureen. 2/3 to be exact. The remaining third will go to his son, Scott. Shall we begin?
Cover me with thoughts of you. Hold me close. I'll hold you true. One by one, we come alive. Colors that won't ever die. Faithful only, you and I, and angels falling from the sky. Closer than I've ever been to all the things you mean to me. One by one, we come alive. Colors that won't ever die. Faithful only, you and I, and angels falling from the sky. One by one, we come alive. Colors that won't ever die. Faithful only, you and I, and angels falling from the sky.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Hi! How are you, darling?
Welcome back.
Take my bags.
Oh. Welcome back. You look amazing. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. Is this it?
Well, no, not exactly. This is my son, Scott.
Oliver Vance. Very happy to meet you. Maureen's told me a lot about you.
I've invited Oliver to stay with us for a few days.
You got enough room back there, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm fine. I want you to get to know each other.
So, your mother tells me you're a composer.
Yeah.
Must be a great combination. Handsome young guy, brooding composer, but you have to beat the girls off with a stick, right?
Oh, he's terrible. You should have seen him on the ship. There were passengers that didn't know whether to laugh themselves silly or throttle him.
Not a dilemma your mother shared. She started laughing at me the moment she saw me.
No, with you.
like we're in a race and we're coming down the home stretch.
How about I let you win this one?
If I win, can I take you out to dinner?
I'm sorry, I have plans tonight.
I see.
I'll see you there.
What?
I will.
Okay. So you have plans tonight?
I do. I do. Kelly Vance. Hi. This is nice, isn't it? You know, Scott used to sit in sometimes with a house band here.
Really?
Yeah. He was only 8 years old at the time.
A little child prodigy.
Good evening. Condolences, Mrs. Doherty. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank
Mr.
you.
Doherty.
Thank you.
Your father tells me that you're living in New York. Yeah, I have been. In fact, one of the reasons we haven't seen each other for quite a long time is because we both travel so much.
True.
In fact, when I got this message, I was quite surprised. This message telling me to get myself to Florida as soon as possible because he had some important announcement to make.
Did someone mention dancing?
Are you going to put us in the picture, Dad, or are we just going to have to sit here and, wait?
Are you going to teach me some of those new little steps you taught me on
Darling,
board?
I really don't... Really, I don't think we can put this off any longer.
Put what off? Put what off?
I think I should tell.
We, Oliver, and I, that is, we asked you both here tonight to tell you that,
Listen, I think what Maureen is trying to say is that we're in love. And
madly, deeply, truly.
I know this is going to come as a bit of a surprise.
You
but,
could say that.
We're getting married.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a shock. We do understand. But, you know, with Oliver living in London, well, his whole life would have to be rearranged, and, well, he needs a commitment. It's not fair to keep him dangling.
Exactly, dangling.
Well, we thought that if we put it off, and if he goes back to London, things happen sometimes. Things we have no control over.
We just don't want to risk losing each other, that's all. Scott, please, wait. I'll go.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm sorry, Scott. I wanted to put off telling you, but Oliver's right. Trying to keep our relationship secret to spare you has just made things worse. We both deeply regret that. That's why we wanted to be completely honest with you.
Terrific. How did I get so lucky?
Darling, could you just try and understand?
Understand. I understand.
I don't think you do. You think I've gone crazy. Maybe I have. Maybe I should have gone crazy a long time ago. I won't speak ill of your father. I know how close you were. He was a good man. And we were in love once. But not for a long time now. It's nobody's fault, Scott. Or maybe it was both our faults. I don't know. I was unhappy.
desperately unhappy. I don't realize how unhappy and how lonely I've been until I met Oliver. I didn't plan for this to happen. It just did.
And I can't hide behind some kind of wall of denial again. I've just wasted too many years already doing that.
Swimming at night. You're a bit of a risk taker, aren't you? Actually, I would have done the same thing myself if I were in your position. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
No, it's okay.
Pretty weird, isn't it? I mean, they've known each other 3, 4 weeks. And bang, they're walking down the aisle. What is it about those cruise ships? They put something in the water. Love at first sight. It's a wonderful thing. Happens to me all the time. In my dreams. You?
No. Guess I'm still hoping.
Well, maybe we should book one of those love boats then. Meet a soulmate special. Know any good travel agents? That's better.
What's that?
You're smiling. For about the first time since I got here. It was worth the wait. By the way, I'm sorry about your dad.
Thank you.
I hear he was quite a swimmer himself.
Yeah. Silver medal, 64 Olympics.
Wow. And he dies in a swimming accident. It's weird.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You know what's weirder? Looks like me and you are going to be brother and sister. Or step somethings, right?
Yes. What about your mom?
She's dead too.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's okay. Happened a long time ago. When I was little. She was a diabetic. She had to inject herself with insulin every day. One day she forgot, or she couldn't find it or couldn't get to it and went into shock.
I'm sorry.
The weirdest thing was, my dad was in the house at the time. It's stupid, it's not like he could have got to her or anything. I mean, he didn't know. It just took a long time for me to get that out of my head. So I know what you're going through with your mum.
How so?
My dad got a girlfriend too. Less than a month after my mum died. They never ended up getting married, but she moved in and...
Well, seems like we've got a few things in common then, doesn't it?
I miss my mum too. Every day.
It's ancient history, Scott. I know all about it.
So he told you?
About the insulin mishap. About being in the house all the while the poor woman was suffering. It's a tragic accident, Scott. Oliver was deeply hurt by it, too.
So he told you that his girlfriend moved in less than a month after she died?
You surprise me, Scott. For someone so young and so artistically inclined as you, you've become extremely judgmental.
Okay. May I speak with Phil Shields, please? Listen, I need a favor. No, I need some information on someone. And I don't want to cause a stir acquiring it. Yeah. Yep, the name is Vance. Oliver Vance.
What are you doing? What are you looking for? God, is this because of what I said last night?
Yep.
I wasn't trying to scare you. I was trying to comfort you. The two things aren't linked. I had a very good reason to suspect my father. You have no reason to suspect your mother.
Who the hell said anything about my mother? What are you accusing my mother of?
Nothing. I didn't mean to accuse.
I don't know what to think.
I'm sorry. I just don't want you to go there. For a very long time, I hated my father. To the point of wanting to kill him. I just don't want you to start all that.
So this is what you've been up to. It's come a long way. I had no idea.
No, I suppose not.
Hey!
I don't want to get your hands dirty.
What a spectacular sight. I can't believe it hasn't been developed. How'd your dad manage to resist the temptation?
Well, there wasn't one. No, my dad loved this island. Every way. Never think of changing it.
Even so, I mean, it's got to be the only undeveloped spot left down here.
Yeah. Just the way it's going to stay.
Developers have already ruined most of the Earth. I think they can leave us what we have, don't you, Dad?
Don't you start. It's my daughter, the Crusader.
I think it's beautiful here. I think your dad was right. It should stay just the way it is. Forever.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, buddy.
So what do you got for me?
Not much to say, really. Oliver Vance was born in Great Britain. Evidently was partner in several businesses there. Moves his money around pretty savvy in offshore accounts. Seems to have done okay for himself.
Hey. I'm impressed.
I thought I might find you here. I can't think of a better place to sort things out. This really is a magical place.
Yeah.
You're doing this for him, aren't you? For your dad.
For both of us. Yeah, it was a dream of his for us to build it together, so... We started on it, but I got caught up with school and my music. I guess I kind of bailed on him. He started it up again by himself. To surprise me. So, finishing it, I suppose I'm making up for it.
I think that's beautiful.
Now, when I was young, I had this severe bout with scoliosis. I was in hospital. I had to wear a brace. Other kids were pretty cruel. Anyway, my dad tells me these stories of this legend. It says, whoever can swim out to this island can have any physical problem of theirs cured. Spirit fish. Bunyips. Yeah, that's what he called them. I believed him. So we started training together. And it took me 5 years till I could make it out here. But by then, when I could, my back and my legs and my arms were so strong that I beat the scoliosis.
So the legend was true?
The legend was true.
The magic was real?
The magic was real.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he was my father, but he was my best friend, too.
I know what you mean.
We have been brought here by the bonds of friendship and affection to give our blessing to Maureen and Oliver. Sometimes, life strikes a blow at someone who's very close to us. And if in the midst of that difficult moment, a new chance of happiness arises, we should all rejoice for the fortunate ones. And so it has been for our dear friends. Oliver, do you accept Maureen as your wife?
Maureen, with this ring, I thee rend.
know, there was an old Egyptian myth that said that when a woman was angry, her lover would press his lips against hers until the anger disappeared and transformed into passion. I think it works the other way round. Let me kiss you through the pain.
To the woman I love. And to family. And to Paris.
To Paris.
Feels so close to you. You're so free and open. You take risks. I think I'm falling in love with you.
Shall we get out of here? See you at the car, okay? Okay.
Okay.
What the hell was that back there?
Some guys just think they can take whatever they want. Forget about it.
Okay.
Kelly? Kelly? Honey, what's wrong? What's wrong? Your stomach?
Can't believe it. High blood pressure at your age, that's concerning.
You heard what the doctor said. Overstimulated. Wouldn't mind a little overstimulation right now.
You scared me.
I'm glad you care. You should get your mum to get her blood pressure checked.
Why?
They were her pills.
What do you mean, her pills?
About 2 weeks ago, we were talking about being insomniacs, discussing sleeping pill formulas and whatnot, and she told me she had this great herbal remedy in her bedside table.
Scott, hold on. Scott!
What are you doing?
This looks like a prescription.
It is. Kind of. From a herbalist. Scott, what's going on?
My father had high blood pressure.
Yes. So what?
We take great pride in the care of our customers.
I'm sure you do. There's no sign of tampering at all?
Tampering? No. What's this all about?
No other capsule was tampered with, so what? It would only take one. My father's routine never varied. Once a doctor's capsule was in place, it was only a matter of time.
What are you saying? Don't you think you're jumping to conclusions a bit? There is no reason to believe that this had anything to do with your mother. Anyway, you said yourself, your father had lots of enemies. This doesn't prove anything about the way he died.
You're right. There's only one way to prove that.
You want what?
I want you to dig up my father's grave and run a toxicology test on his body.
He's joking, isn't he? What the hell's up?
Maybe nothing.
If your dad was under the influence of alcohol or drugs, it doesn't change anything.
He wasn't, not to his knowledge. I'll bet my life on it.
You suspect foul play? Do you have any idea how hard it is to get an exhumation order? What's your mother say about all this? Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Don't tell me you...
It has to be done before she gets back. I don't want her to know.
Like hell? No way, no how. No judge in the country
I wasn't
is
actually
gonna...
thinking of asking a judge.
I could be disbarred.
Next time you suggest a double date so unique I'll never forget it, remind me to practice. Okay, Phil?
Did I lie? That's it. I can handle it from here. Why don't you take a little walk?
Whole load of photos here.
Yeah, my mother has a thing for taking pictures.
She went to London.
Yeah, about 6 months ago for a friend's wedding or something.
Oh my God. Come and look at this. That's my dad's favorite hotel in Brighton. He goes there all the time.
She has been having an affair. She's been having an affair for months. She fucking lied.
You don't know that.
My mother's been fucking your old man behind my dad's back. That's why they wanted to kill him.
I think you're overreacting.
Overreacting? What did you say you wanted to do when you told me how much you hated your father, huh? What did you say you wanted to do when you told me that you suspected that your father killed your mother, huh?
Well, maybe he's fucking dead! Maybe your mother and my father got together to kill your father. And maybe it's not the first time he's done it. But if that's the fucking case, Scott, what do you think that means? Hey? What do you think that fucking means?
You remember when I told you how great my dad was?
Yeah.
He wasn't. He wasn't, not always. Up until I was about 5 years old, 6 years old, I barely knew the man. I hardly ever saw him. He was always off gallivanting around the world, hard charging, making money, making deals. And he drank a lot, so even when he was here, it wasn't like he was here.
So, what made him change?
Well, he was in a pretty severe accident. He was in South Africa on business, driving home after a party with one of the company's young secretaries. And he lost control of the car and crashed into a river.
He was drunk.
There was a storm that night, and the road was dark because there was no power, so there were no lights on. But yeah, he'd been drinking. Well, he always swore he wasn't drunk, but maybe enough to impair his reactions to dull his judgment. He got out, but she was trapped. And he kept on diving in the water. He kept on trying to find her, trying to save her, but the water was too dark, too deep. The current was too strong. It messed him up. He went into a drinking binge that lasted months, and finally he landed in hospital. But after he sobered up, he never took another drink.
for him.
Good for me.
Too bad for the secretary.
Yeah, suppose so. I know that her death hurt him every day of his life. He tried to find the family. He tried to make it up to them, get some money, but they'd moved away.
Was he having an affair with her?
With the secretary?
Yeah.
No. No. My dad lost his mother when he was very young, and he barely knew his father, so his family was the most important thing to Patrick Doherty. He would never, ever hurt his family or jeopardize someone else's for the sake of an affair. It's just... You okay? What's wrong? You're just having a bad dream. You're safe. Yeah. Terrific. Goddamn terrific. No, I can't handle him right now.
It's okay. I'll go.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine. Ah, we had such a wonderful time. Where is my darling boy?
He's not home at the moment. We weren't sure exactly what time you were going to get in, so...
Oh, well, that's all right. We should have called, but we've been acting like a couple of crazy kids. Mwah. Why don't we all have dinner tonight? We can tell you all about it.
Hey, I missed you. Give us a kiss. Daddy's home.
Hi. I'm not intruding, am I?
No. No. No, I'm happy you're here.
What's that?
You inspired it.
I love you so much. It's beyond sense or reason. I love you so much. Transcends every season. I love you so much.
Montmartre, the Louvre, the stalls on the left bank, oh, the food, and the wine.
You're talking like you've never been there.
Well, it was a long time ago. I was too young. Couldn't appreciate.
Oh, that's not true. Everybody's young in Paris, especially if you're in love.
I was going to give up these dreadful things while we were away, but Paris? Who can give up smoking in Paris?
Sir?
That's fine, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll take that, thank you. Are you sure you won't have a glass?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Cheers, then.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
To the happy couple.
Oh. Make up for lost time.
Scott, you're not used to...
Not used to a lot of things. Maybe it's time I got used to them.
I think what your mother's trying to say is that the idea is to savor it, sip by sip.
Well, listen, old chap. Just because you're shacking up with my mom doesn't make you my dad, okay?
Scott. Maybe. I think maybe you should.
Think I should buy my own drinks?
Oh, dear.
It's okay. It's all right. I'll deal with it.
What exactly is he upset about? Do you want me to go after him? You sure?
Scott, wait!
The toxicology report came back positive.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He hates me, doesn't he? My own son, my only child, hates me.
He's very confused at the moment, Maureen. He's in pain.
I've tried to explain.
I know. And he knows. And I think he's trying to understand.
Is he? Is he really?
Yes, he is.
He's angry. He's so angry. I've never seen him like this.
I know. But this is a bizarre situation. I think he just needs time.
He means everything to me. I'd give up my life for him. Does that mean I have to give up my last chance at happiness, too? He needs you, Kelly. You're good for him. I don't know, maybe we made a mistake.
What, by getting married? I think you're stuck with me.
No, I mean about not telling the kids the whole truth about us. Maybe we shouldn't have pretended to meet on that stupid cruise.
I don't think telling them the truth would have made things any easier.
Your mum thinks you hate her. Maybe it wasn't all her fault.
Murder Infidelity? What are you saying? That she didn't know what she was doing?
We don't know that.
I do. You don't.
There's something I have to tell you.
What? What is it?
I'm scared.
About what? The truth?
That too. Mostly I'm scared of losing you.
What are you talking about?
I lied.
About what?
About the way my mother died.
She didn't die of a diabetic shock? How did she die? She wasn't killed, was she? Kelly? Was she killed?
Sort of.
By who? 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 Who killed her? Kelly, I need to know. Was it your father? Your father?
Promise me you won't leave me. Promise me you won't leave me.
I need to know. Kelly, who killed your mother?
Please say that you won't leave me. Please say you won't leave me.
Kelly, who killed your mother?
I love you.
Who?
Your father did. She was the one in the car. She was the secretary. Scott? Scott! Scott. When my father told me he'd met a woman, I had no idea who she was. And then later when I found out, I couldn't believe it. I was completely in a state of shock.
Your father knew.
Scott, I spent my whole life hating your father because he took my mother away from me. He caused me all that grief and pain and anger.
He knew the whole time.
But then I met you, and you told me about Patrick, and I started to realize maybe I was wrong.
It's been a setup all from the beginning.
I was wrong. It was an accident.
Of course, the question is whether my mother was in it from the beginning, too.
It was an accident. Accidents can happen, right? It's like me and you. We're like an accident. How we met is like destiny. Fate. I hated your father so much for so long. And now I'm so in love with his son.
And whether you're in on it, too. Are you, Kelly? Are you in on it, too?
Scott, I'm sitting here confessing to you.
Are you part of the setup, too?
I'm bearing my soul. I'm risking the most important thing I've ever had in my whole life, and that is you.
Tell me the truth. God damn it, I want to know, are you part of the setup, too?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Scott. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? Please come.
Yeah. I really want this to be wrapped up soon. Yeah. No, that isn't soon enough. You told me you had someone that... Yeah, I appreciate that, but we really need someone to come out and look at the island as soon as possible. Yeah, well, because my wife and I are planning to do some extensive traveling, and we're just not going to be around. Right, so yeah, we need to set up the sale and development deal as soon as we can. Yeah, certainly no later than the beginning of next week. Okay? All right. Call me back. Thanks. Bye-bye. Morning.
Where's my mother?
I'm not actually sure. I think she went into town to do some shopping. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah. You can get the fuck out of that chair and shove that cigar up your ass on the way out of this room.
My, we are in a temper today.
You're selling the island.
Hey.
You and that conniving son of a bitch you married think you can sell the island from underneath me?
You're making a scene.
Just because you now have the
Scott,
estate, you
lower
think you
your
can do
voice
whatever
and do not
you
talk to
fucking
me like
want?
that.
What? How do you want me to talk to you then, mother dear?
What is this crazy talk about the island? Hmm? I'm not selling.
Stop lying. I heard your darling hubby on the phone this morning.
Oh, honey, you're jumping to conclusions. We're just having the island assessed, that's all.
Oh, is that what you call it? Well, I'm gonna say this once. That island is not for sale. It will never be for sale, and I will not have it fucked with. Do you understand me?
What the hell has gotten into you recently?
I know about the affair. I saw the picture of you both in London. How dare you? How could you behind my father's back?
Oh, my God. No wonder you've been acting strangely since we came back. Scott, I was wrong. I admit it.
Listen. I know everything.
What?
I know about your little plan to murder my father. Was it you? Or was it your lover that's got the brains as well as the balls?
Are you, me murder your father?
I had a toxicology report done. It turns out that it's positive for the shit that helps you sleep at night. Isn't that interesting? Wouldn't the cops like to know about that?
Scott, I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll get yours. You'll see.
Where you were.
We have to talk.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's been a bit difficult these last few days. Getting any time to ourselves. Come on. Come and sit down, just the two of us. Come on.
Sure I can't get you anything? Miss being with you.
This has to stop.
What has to stop?
I can't go through this anymore.
Well, that's a pity. I was just about to tell you what a terrific job I thought you were doing. Your mother drowned because of this guy's father. The man just walked away. You seem to have forgotten that.
I haven't forgotten anything. I just want us to stop. We've done enough. Why can't we just leave things the way they are?
Because we're too close. Too close to everything that we talked about, and we dreamed about. Can't stop now. I don't understand. I thought it was what you wanted.
I don't want revenge anymore.
Oh, I see. You went too far, didn't you? You played your part too well. You've gone and fallen in love.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Oh. No, I'm sure you didn't. You have absolutely no idea how much I love you, have you? None.
It wasn't an accident, was it? You killed Patrick.
Did I? Well, I did all of this for you. Still do anything for you, anything at all.
Okay. Then make it stop. We'll just leave everything the way it is. Okay?
Okay. One condition.
What's that?
Dance with me.
What?
I want to feel you one last time. Dance with me. Come on. It's just like old times.
terrific. Goddamn terrific.
See why we had to come out here.
Because we have a lot of things to discuss and there's more privacy out here. Anyway, it's romantic. I was kind of hoping I might get lucky.
He's really doing a great job in here, isn't he? Oh, damn. I've left the champagne chilling on the boat. Thought you were giving up.
I was.
I see. Come on. Gimme. Now. And the lighter. You are so bad. See you in a minute.
Baby, where are you? I've been waiting for ages.
Sorry to disappoint you, sweetheart, but it's me and I need to talk to you.
What do you mean? What about?
Well, I'll tell you when I see you, but right now we need to have a meeting. It's important. I'm at the cafe in the town.
Hold on. Yesterday when we spoke, you said that...
Kelly, it doesn't matter what I said. Just get yourself over here now. I can't afford to wait long.
Wait, Oliver?
There we are, nice and cold. Voila. Salud.
My son thinks we're murderers.
He thinks what?
I think you heard me.
My, he does have an active imagination.
Seems as though it may be a little more than just imagination.
Oh, in what way?
Somehow, he's managed to have Patrick's body exhumed and toxicology tests performed.
You're kidding? That's extraordinary.
Well, what's really extraordinary is that the results came back positive. He claims that traces of the horrible supplement I use sometimes to help me sleep were found in Patrick's system. The doctor told me that someone who's, got high blood pressure could get cramps from it.
Right.
But he thinks that we, you, Oliver, you and I, conspired to kill Patrick in some kind of a crazy plot to gain control of the estate.
It's so ridiculous, I don't know what to say. It's absurd. God, no wonder you've been feeling so anxious.
I have to ask you something.
Anything you like, but just hold that thought for a second. I need to go to the bathroom, all right? Go on, have one. There you are. Help you get relaxed. Last one.
What the hell?
and registration, please?
Yeah.
All units, Harbor Patrol. Explosion reported at Doherty Estate. Possible 2 victims.
You son of a bitch, you lied to me. You lied to me about how my mother died. You said it was Patrick. You said Patrick just walked away. You lied to me. You said you were going to stop. But you didn't stop, did you? You went ahead and you killed Maureen. What else did you lie to me about? What else did you lie to me about? You said you cared about me. You said you were going to look after me. But you were so jealous. I hated Scott. I hated him so much. I hated him for everything he had that I didn't have. A family, a loving childhood. I could have killed him any time in these past 3 weeks. Like that! Do you know what we were doing at the City Hall when you were getting married to Maureen? Do you know? Huh? I could have killed him, but I didn't. I didn't because you told me to bide my time. And I did. And now we're not just fucking. Now we love each other.
I'm looking for Maureen Doherty. I'm Scott Doherty. She was brought in here.
Mr. Doherty, I'm very sorry. We lost her.
It's funny how things turn out, isn't it?
No! Don't grab me, you son of a bitch! I need to know.
Room 14. Code blue. Room 14.
Code blue, room 14.
Hey!
Code blue, room
What the hell are you doing? Security!
Hey, you!
Down his car!
Come on!
Get out of the car. Put your hands on your head and turn around. Down on your knees.
So, you just walked in and you found the respirators hanging out of his mouth. Is that it?
That's what I said. 6 times now.
What the hell's going on? You guys know damn well he's got a right
Slow down, counselor. His choice all the way.
It's okay, Phil. I didn't do anything.
Charge Mr. Doherty or release him.
Why don't we give you a few minutes with your client, huh?
Did you say anything?
No. Did you bring Kelly?
Sure, she's right outside.
Phil, what would be the line of inheritance for my father's estate if something was to happen to me now that my mother's gone? Say I was to have a fatal accident or I was convicted of murder.
Vance?
Or my mother's.
Well, it's really the same either way. With you out of the equation, the inheritance passes from your mother to Vance to his surviving heir.
Kelly.
Oh, shit.
Well, counselor, so we've been talking to people.
What people?
Well, the local pharmacist. People down at the market.
You installed a new gas heater at the cabin you were building, right?
Yeah, so?
And you rigged it to kill him because you had some crazy idea that they murdered your old man.
But it didn't work, and you had to finish Vance off at the hospital.
Scott Doherty, you were under arrest for the murder of Maureen Doherty and Oliver Vance.
That's outrageous. You have no proof. All right, Scott, it'll be okay. I'll call...
This is ridiculous.
I'll call the DA's office.
Talk to Kelly Vance.
It'll be okay.
You have the right
Bill.
to remain silent.
No!
You have the right
Stop!
in...
He hasn't done anything wrong! Please stop, it's not his fault. There's something I have to tell you. I arrived at the hospital, and I hear the code blue. At that point, I see Scott enter. I'm gonna go in, but I panic.
Okay. So, why did you run away when the nurse approached you?
Because he was scared.
I'm sorry, the question is for Scott. Do you mind? Scott.
I know it looked like I was holding a smoking gun. So, I freaked out. I ran.
Now listen, why haven't you come forward with this information until now?
Because I was in a state of shock. I mean, I just found out that Oliver had done...
Wait a minute. So what are you saying here? That this is all a doing of your father, Oliver Vance?
He's not my father. I was adopted. When my mum died, my dad went mad. Just lost the will to live. Couldn't handle it. So, when I was about 5, I walked into a room and found him hanging from a beam. They put me in a foster home. I rebelled. By the time I was about 14, I was basically living on the streets of Johannesburg, which is when I met Oliver. He'd been in the British Secret Service, MI6, or Black Ops. He took me in, looked after me, eventually took me back to England. He was obsessed with the idea that Patrick Doherty was responsible for the death of my mother. I was happy somebody was looking after me for the first time, but he just kept harping on about revenge.
So then you decided, hey, why not? I'm gonna go along with this guy.
Well, I didn't know what he meant by revenge. I mean, when he told me about Maureen, I was intrigued to go to Florida and meet this family. I mean, I'd heard so much about Scott and Maureen.
Yes, Maureen. So what about Maureen Doherty's murder?
All I know is what Oliver told me, which is, he said it was an accident. Patrick's death was an accident, and I believed him. I had no reason to suspect anything until Scott started digging around and we found the evidence.
Wait a minute. What evidence?
The toxicology report we spoke of earlier.
Go on.
Yesterday I confronted Oliver, and he admitted to killing Patrick Doherty. Your mother had nothing to do with it.
All right, you know what? I have enough here. Thank you very much. You guys can go outside now. Mr. Shields, I need you to stay, please.
Scott! Scott!
What's the truth, Kelly? Was that the truth? Is what Oliver said the truth? Did he say he killed my father?
Yeah.
So my mother's innocent?
Yes.
How can I believe it? Why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you go to the police?
I couldn't. I was terrified. He was a very dangerous man. He watched everything I did. I had no idea what he would do to you if I went to the police.
My mother is innocent. Why did you pretend not to know about their affair?
I didn't know. I didn't. When we found those photos, I was as surprised as you were.
What about the bullshit with the insulin story?
I know. That's what I told you at the beginning. Because I owe Oliver. He saved my life. I just said that because I was trying to warn you, and I was afraid for you. I didn't want to risk losing you. I've fallen in love with you.
That 1017 form? Yeah, that was ugly. For now, I think you're in the clear. Besides, they have no real evidence against either of you, so they figure with your influence, you just get the best legal team money could buy to torpedo any charges they might bring. You dodged a bullet. Both of you.
So where were you?
I went into town. I even got a bloody traffic ticket.
Traffic ticket? That's a pretty smart alibi during the explosion to get a traffic ticket.
Alibi? Why would I need an alibi?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Scott, I don't understand.
What really happened in that hospital room before I got there? You were there before me. You were there the whole time, weren't you?
God, are you accusing me? I never touched him. Do you realize that he would have killed you? How could I let that happen? Huh? I love you. You know that. More than anything I've ever loved.
Just tell me the truth, Kelly.
You don't trust me, do you? After all I've done for you, you don't trust me.
After all you've done, what have you done, Kelly? My family is dead. I just want to know, has this all been a setup?
Well, there's no love without trust. I love you. And I will always, always love you. He was so dangerous. He was so jealous. I told you the truth. I told you the truth about my mother. I told you the truth to the police. It's the truth. I love you so much. I love you so much. I want us to be together.
Kelly, I forgive you.